turn. Now all the way on the west side, on my chain now, I done seen.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the NBA has accepted that this is an era of player movement. Commissioner Adam Silver says the data shows that superstars moving isn't necessarily a bad thing because it allows situations to change. Teams that may not be in a competitive position hope that they can sign one of those players. And as we know, Kevin, hope springs eternal.
It always does. It keeps the fans involved and looking for more. David, thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Down in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at center. And for the Suns, the small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focus and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Now here's Booker. Bridges outside. Back to Booker. Ayton against White. And it's Ayton missing. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. Brown outside. Smart puts the pick in for Brown. Outside, Smart. This one for 3. The shot will not fall. And Phoenix will come the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Smart passes to Tatum. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Suns. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Taking a look at Phoenix. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, the Celtics, they're obviously trending in a positive direction, but still working out some of those early season timing issues. But I have to say, I like what I'm seeing.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And Coach was talking about the muscle Tatum's pack. Onto his frame. He said now he has the power of a power forward. We saw it on display right there.
Here's Johnson. Rebound by the Celtics.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Here's Booker. For the 3. And the Suns get it back. Johnson kicks to Booker. Offline with his 3.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Brown finds Tatum. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
Now here is Horford following the shot by Chris Paul. Horford in the post over Paul. And another miss by Boston. The Suns leading. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. You know, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikhail's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise and their future.
Here's Horford following the basket by DeAndre Ayton.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 fall.
Paul for 3. Offensive rebound.
Defense unable to stop DeAndre Ayton that time, getting inside and using his frame.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Tatum with the screen on Paul. It's White on the wing. Clock at 4. Tatum dishes to White. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Johnson finds Paul. Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Chris Paul is going to find anybody that's leaning the wrong way, let alone leaving an open man.
Smart against Paul. Outside Tatum. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ayton.
Baiting the defender into a foul. Tatum wants to get to the line where he has always been terrific.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. And so Tatum nails them both.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down. The game is fully in their control.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City, they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Brown against Paul. Just his first attempt, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Phoenix leading by 8. And here's Johnson outside, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Jason Tatum. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, the interesting part was they kept firing away in that game, but the defense didn't make much of an adjustment.
And the rise of Tatum, boy, it has been fun to watch. And many believe he's nowhere close to being done improving yet.
And so Tatum nails them both. And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Johnson sets the screen for Booker. Over Williams, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 5 now.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Now, here's Brown. 22 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
Here's Booker following the three-pointer by Boston. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. On the wing, Bridges. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Here's Tatum after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Tatum passes to Williams. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. He has 6.
Unselfish play by Tatum, getting it to a shooter in rhythm instead of chasing his own shots.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they came into that game a little flat for whatever reason and just couldn't tap into the energy you need to compete.
Yeah, and that score got a little bit lopsided, so not the kind of effort that they want to repeat anytime soon.
With a whole new group on the floor. And then for Boston, Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Horford. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for Marcus Smart. Now here's Payne. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Passes it to Šarić. Shot clock at 6. Craig kicks to Payne. For 3, Okogie. Rebound by Williams. Celtics trail by 7. Griffin a screen on Craig. Brogdon the pass to Griffin. Good work there as it goes.
It's a good pass there. Brogdon sees the passing lane and then finds a way to get it to his teammate.
The Suns shooting just about an even 40% to start. Outside Crowder. To Okogie, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, a lot of the players are doing a good job as well of scanning the interior part of the paint. All those inside looks, those are paying off.
The Celtics making a switch here. White's checked in. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. 3-pointer, Crowder. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trail by 6. Griffin a screen on Craig. Tatum kicks to Griffin. Back to Tatum. Misses the layup.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Pass to Crowder. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Griffin. Here's White. That one's not going to go. The Suns go the other way with it.
Well, you like the role that Cam has accepted as a guy who comes in and gives immediate energy and impact to the offense. He does a little bit of everything, but he certainly is a spark plug.
Now here's Crowder. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's the pass to Craig. Here's Payne. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boston ball.
Celtics trail by 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
White, good. His versatility has made Payne a valuable second unit guy, don't you think, Brent?
Well, he's a pretty decent package out there. He can score. He likes to get up defensively and bother opposing point guards. So it's that momentum that Cam Payne can come into the game and begin to turn the tide for his team in their favor.
Out to the wing and stolen by White.
2 minutes.
That's good from Brogdon on the assist by White.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
Here's Okogie. From downtown. Poked loose.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners on the glass here tonight, guys.
A fader. And that one hits back iron.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Sharch in the high post. Nice D from Griffin. And here's Boston. They're on a 15-5 run. Tatum on the wing. Drake defending. They now take the lead. Tatum's got 8 points.
A mix of agility and strength makes Tatum lethal inside. He can easily work around the defense.
Now here's Payne. No points in the game yet for him.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
White, good.
Pretty good awareness there from Malcolm Brogdon, capable of spotting the open teammate on that side of the ball.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Brogdon. Crowder a screen on Brogdon. Here's Payne. Rebound by the Celtics. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And here is Tatum. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Toronto. Outside Williams. Here's White. And a miss there on the triple. What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for the Celtics. He notched 8 points in the quarter. He has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, your
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Boston.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the pivot, manning the middle. So that's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbows. That's the edge of the free throw line. And the idea to close down the paint.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Booker the pass to Johnson. Pocket 6. Paul left side. Inside. Here's Booker. They get it back. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Ayton.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. It is hard to forget the crazy draft night for Bridges in 2018. Drafted 10th by his hometown Sixers, his mom was an employee with the team. But he was traded an hour later to Phoenix. He says, it was tough, but once I came here, I loved it. group of guys we had, I knew I wanted to be here. And they are sure glad they got it, Kevin.
They are indeed, no doubt. D.A., thank you. Now, here's Brown. Brogdon outside. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist from Brogdon. And now an 8-point Boston lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Booker outside. The three-pointer, no good.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Now here's White. 8 points for him. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Paul outside. At the top of the key. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Al Horford is checked in for Griffin. And a deep three from Booker. Rebound Boston. Brogdon's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And White pitch to Brogdon. Back to White, beyond the arc. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Brogdon with it. He had 10 points in the win against the Raptors in Toronto. Williams, a screen on Paul. Passes it to Williams. Not going to go that time. Johnson with some nice D. Suns trail by 8. Now Booker. He's got 5. Paul right side to end the drought. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And the Celtics making a change here. Smart's checked in. On the wing, Bridges.
Hey, yo, right here.
Back to Paul. Launches a 3. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. Boston leading by 8. Brown outside. And he converts the layup. Brown's got 4 points this quarter.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Paul passes to Booker. Looking to get back on track here. And it's good on the way in. That's 7 points for Devin Booker.
Sign of a great score is even though the defense starts to get more physical, it keeps you unfazed. And Devin Booker is that right now.
Brown, good.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Ogden against Paul. Bridges, no one around him. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Horford will bring it up for the Celtics. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Brown against Paul. And Brown throws it down.
And when you let Brown get close to the hoop, you face the consequences. Just a tremendous athlete with unreal dunking ability.
Now here's Paul. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
Ogden against Paul. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
Pretty strong and physical that time from Al Horford on the inside.
Suns trail by 14. Phoenix calls timeout.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Celtics. Griffin's checked in for Horford. And it's Jason Tatum in for Jaylen Brown. Here's Ayton. 20 points for him last game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds. Guys, can't forget about the fundamentals. Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Count that one. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Hall finds Ayton. Back to Paul. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Well, Frank, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
The Celtics shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Some changes for Phoenix. Saric has checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jay Crowder comes in for Johnson. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. And that one falls for Tatum.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A nice shot by Booker.
Such a capable scorer from the mid-range. He just knows how to make that work for him.
Outside Tatum. Griffin sets the screen for Tatum. Cans it from downtown.
Jason Tatum.
Tatum's got 14.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
Saric with the screen for Payne. As to Saric. Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. 5 to shoot. Bridges for 3. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
And Bridges at the most advantageous spot to get to that corner 3. He's comfortable from there.
Griffin a screen on Bridges. Tatum kicks to Griffin. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter. Maybe he's thinking at this point, man, somebody's got to help me. I can't do this all by myself.
Here's Smart. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Toronto.
And don't forget about his assists. His playmaking was as good or better than his scoring. He was in complete control out there.
Now here's Crowder. Jason Tatum missing his last shot. Here's Payne. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Celtics leading by 13. Brogdon kicks to Williams. And the pass to Smart. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Here's Griffin. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, Griffin is going to come to the game with a certain attitude. And nights like this where he's going after domination, he can be dangerous.
Payne finds Booker. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Phoenix. Then for the Celtics, Al Horford's checked in for Griffin. Jaylen Brown comes in for Williams. And it's White in for Brogdon. Payne gets a wide open look. The kick out to Crowder. Now here's Payne, guarded by Horford. Payne passes to Crowder. Good on the three-point shot. Crowder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Looks like Crowder feels like the green light is all his on that shot.
Outside Tatum. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Crowder dishes to Bridges. Back to Crowder. Puts up a 3. Rebound Boston. Horford's got 6 rebounds in the game. Tatum down low. Working on Payne. Rejected by Payne. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Okogie's checked in for Mikal Bridges.
Coming on the floor for your service, Josh Okogie.
Payne looking around. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Craig against Brown. Outside Tatum. Horford sets a screen for Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. White. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Sharge. He'll bring it out for the Suns. Down by 12. For 3, Okogie. It's hauled in by Brown. Boston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And he banks in the lane. Brown's got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
.135 left in the first half. Here's Payne. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Campaign has gotten this reputation, and it's well earned as a professional. Just able to come in the game, ready when called upon. He's going to impact on both ends of the floor what's being done out there. And that effort level, that has kept him around.
Shooting 2.
And that one misses. He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
Here's Brown. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Sharge with the screen for Payne. Over Horford. Payne can't hit.
A bit shocking that he has not registered 1 made field goal in the quarter, guys.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
Timeout call.
Against Gray. Round the pass to Horford. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Given his massive size, it's easy to see why Horford picks up a lot of fouls.
For Boston, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts. 81%.
The second free throw, good.
Al Horford has been in the league a long time and has had several stops. He's seen a lot of success. Everywhere he's gone, he's been a productive big man.
Now here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And they get it back. Down low. Good work defensively by Smart.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Craig pulls it in. Passes to Okogie. Fires from deep. And so it's the Boston Celtics out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, guys. With head coach Monty Williams. Coach, how do you get things going a little bit more offensively?
Well, one, we got to set screens, and we got to get stops. If we're getting stops, we can play in transition. That opens up a lot for us.
Yeah, you guys are hard to beat when you're out and running. We'll see if that happens more. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Hey, everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Phoenix Suns.
And they were gutting a little too much from downtown. They can't afford to become dependent on that shot. They got to compete the consistent way. I like to see them mix it up more in the second half.
And let's take a moment to check out the ongoing action in the NBA. The Charlotte Hornets trailing the Nets out in Brooklyn. 8 points down in the fourth quarter. They have got some work to do. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the floor for Boston. Smart is the point. White is on the wing. Out in the front court along with Tatum. And it's Horford in at the center position.
And Brown is a guy who is constantly seeking contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And you know what? The work he's put in at the line starting to pay off. How about 78% on the season?
And Brown drops them both.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Johnson with a screen on Smart. Here's Paul driving inside. Kicks it out to Johnson. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Johnson's got 6.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Boston, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. That free throw good from Brown. Both good from the line that time. And here are the Suns now. Paul surveying the floor. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Good on the shot. Paul's got his second basket of the game.
Well, he's such a good scorer when he gets inside that painted area. One of the game's best mid-range players that we've ever seen. Chris Paul getting it done.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's Smart following the basket by Chris Paul. Tatum with a screen on Paul. Pass to Tatum. 6 to shoot. Off target at the rim. Suns trail by 16. Bridges left side. Rebounded by the Celtics. Horford's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Ball against Tatum. The kick out to Brown. Back to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. 16 points for Jason Tatum.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
Paul passes to Johnson. Pass to Ayton. Looks for Paul. Hits it to him. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And for that game against Los Angeles, I think it's going to be an interesting challenge. Even though they expect to come out on top, this could probably be a pick-em game, depending on how they play.
Bridges outside. Paul against Smart, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. That one on Smart.
CP3 so good at initiating contact and just irritating the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
And so Paul nails both of them.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. Third all-time in career assists, second all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Now here's Horford. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Johnson sets the screen for Paul. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
And he can't get the first one.
Now, there's been a lot of stops in CP3's career, but there's been no doubt that when he's on the team, he is the vocal and emotional leader of their production. That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
The pass to Brown. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And the shot goes in. Brown's got 18 points in the game.
And you gotta love how seriously Brown takes his ability to score. He has the green light to fire from just about anywhere on the court.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 6. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Passes it to Booker. 8 feet away. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Bridges. To the right side. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. And again, it's the Suns missing. Celtics leading by 18. Tatum on the wing. Outside, Smart. They get a hand on it. Paul with the steal. Booker in the corner. The tray. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 12 points for him.
You can count on Booker for some three-point efficiency. He might not take as many as he used to. Still dangerous.
Smart kicks to Horford. Now here's Smart. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Takes the 3. Horford no luck. Suns trail by 15. Johnson outside. Pass to Booker. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Booker, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Devin Booker lethal on the pull-up jump shot, loves going to this shot when the D is not paying any attention.
Now a timeout called by Boston. moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Malcolm Brogdon.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Now here's Smart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Horford. The three. Rebound by the Suns. Booker in the corner. Now the pass to Bridges. Ayton a screen on White. 5 on the clock. Booker no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
The kick out to Tatum. Pass to Smart. From outside the arc. And Tatum with the basket on the assist from Smart. Tatum's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Tatum's accuracy makes him an easy option here. You can trust him to knock it down.
White against Booker. Takes it off the glass. Booker's got 16.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Smart kicks to Horford. And here's Brown outside. That shot no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Johnson will pass to Paul. Oh, good on the three. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They lead by 14. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Pulls up. Paul can't get it to go. Boston's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Smart. Launches it. Booker pulls it in. Booker's got 5 rebounds tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Bridges outside. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Smart passes to White. Smart puts the pick in for White. Back to Smart. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Credit them for not settling. I mean, they've been in attack mode off the dribble all game long, and thus far, it's been.
Well, looking at the stat sheet, I could just see here tonight sharing the basketball. The stat that comes up most is assists. So sometimes you have to look for your teammate. That makes things happen. They've done it.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. The Celtics also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Horford. And Malcolm Brogdon subbed in for White. Here's Okogie. Softly drops in the floater. Okogie's got his first basket.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And here is Brogdon. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Tatum with a screen on Craig. And here's Brogdon from the arc. Rebound by Okogie. Suns trail by 11. To the middle. Here's Craig. And finished off by Craig.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Boston with the ball. After the Suns pick up 2. The kick out to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, he just nailed his second 3 of the half, guys. I'd be very aware of that if I were the defense right now.
And the Suns call time here. for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's White in for Marcus Smart. Taken away by Williams. Brogdon right side. And that one drops.
Yeah, scoring through a pretty good hit right there is Malcolm Brogdon. Here's an N1 opportunity.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Suns trail by 15. Payne with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The kick out to Crowder. Pass to Craig. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the inside. Here's Crowder. And he gets it to go. Crowder's got 5 now.
And Šarić, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Brogdon finds White. Williams sets a screen for White. Outside Williams. Here's the 3. Rebound by Okogie. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Now Craig. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Fouled beyond the arc, and he almost hit the shot. He'll go to the line for 3.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
For Phoenix, they have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
That's good from Payne. Good on the second free throw.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And he nails the third. Celtics leading by 10. Brogdon looking around. Kicks it to Griffin. Outside, White. The pass to Williams. Now here's Griffin.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Griffin, a screen on Craig. Tatum's shot is off. And here's Šarić. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Okogie, the pass to Crowder. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And hey, how about the career for a guy like Jay Crowder?
This guy has played some bully ball, and he doesn't mind playing inside. And I think guys love to have a guy who takes on that physical responsibility to be the tough guy on the team, something Jay Crowder enjoys doing himself.
Here's Okogie. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. That cuts the lead to single digits. Payne's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that was not an easy shot. Campaign making it look like it was.
Brogdon finds White. Back to Brogdon. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
No problem getting a little bit physical. Brogdon's got a good, solid base build there and drew the contact.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And he's at nearly 90% from the free throw line this season, so having a terrific year.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. And he's good on the second.
And he's the glue that holds this team together. Brogdon's calm demeanor and lead by example approach is so valuable to this squad.
Sinks the three-pointer. Payne's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Suns.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And that one's good, Brogdon. Suns trail by 9. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Okogie, the pass to Saric. From deep. A rebound by the Celtics. Passes to Brown. Griffin, a screen on Craig. Up in time. No good on the last second attempt there. The third quarter comes to a close. It's the Celtics. They lead by 9. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Paul on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They get up the pair up front. It's Saric and Ayton. Mikal Bridges out there with Devin Booker. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. No good from Booker. Celtics leading by 9. Here's Smart. Brown outside. It's Brogdon on the wing. Kept alive. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Brown. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Smart wide open. He fires. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. That's him. The Celtic lead is cut down now. It's just 10 in the basket from Saric.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Brogdon kicks to Smart. Brogdon against Johnson. Brown outside. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got 9 rebounds in the game. Heading it down. Booker outside. Shoots over Brogdon. That's good from Booker on the assist by Bridges. And that's 18 points for Devin Booker. Celtics leading by 8. It's Brown on the wing. Covered by Johnson. Back to Smart. Griffin sets the screen for Smart. Williams with a clean look. From outside, off the mark. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 or 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Pass to Bridges. To the paint. Griffin with the steal. Brogdon the pass to Brown. Back to Brogdon. And stolen by Booker. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Griffin sets the screen for Smart. The kick out to Williams. Lets it go with the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
There's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Johnson finds Booker. Off target with his 3.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Shooting for Boston, Jaylen Brown. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Suns making a change here. Paul's checked in. Boston also with the sub. Horford's checked in. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
The pass to Brock. The three. And good. Coming on the assist by Brogdon. Brown's got 10 points in just the second half. And the Suns call time. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And it's been a terrific night for him in terms of the scoreboard. They've run a bunch of sets for him, and he's continued to come through. Scoring as well as he has, it's taken a lot of pressure off the rest of his teammates.
And as the star of this team, he knows he's going to be the object of the crowd's anger. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, here's what Monty Williams went over with his team during the timeout. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. And see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's Booker. And he gets the bucket. Booker's got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Paul against Brogdon. Outside, White. Horford with the screen on Booker. And White kicks to Horford. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Over to the left wing. Here's Paul. Rejected by Brogdon. White against Booker. The kick out to Williams. Left side, Tatum. Over Bridges. And the basket by Tatum. Tatum's got 26.
And even back in high school, Tatum had the knockdown mid-range jumper. We don't see that as much from him now, but he's still got that in his bag.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Now here's Tatum. Right side, White takes a 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
I'm not sure what the defense collectively was thinking there. You got to know where he is at all times.
Here's Booker. It's Brogdon on the wing. Williams with the ball. Ayton's there. A three-pointer is right on target. White's got a pair of threes here in the 4th quarter for the Celtics. Suns trail by 16. Paul outside. Ayton, the pass to Paul. And they get it. And it's good on the layup.
Chris Paul knows exactly not just who's going to hit him, but how they're going to hit him.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Paul against Brogdon. Williams sends a screen for Brogdon. He kicks to Williams. Brogdon against Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. A rebound by Johnson. The Suns shooting in the 4th quarter has been efficient at 56%. Passes it to Booker. The shot misses. Nice D from Williams. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Back to Williams. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Shoots over Bridges. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Free throw good, Booker. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Brown is checked in for Williams, and Smart subbed in for Malcolm Brogdon. And again, it's the Suns missing. Celtics leading by 13. Brown finds Smart. Brown sets a screen for Smart. Back to Brown. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Brown's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Booker with no one around. Phoenix no good that time either.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Now here's Smart. Pass to Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. Defended by Bridges. Brown kicks to Tatum. Deflected by Johnson.
Shot clock violation. Suns ball.
Suns trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
On the wing, Booker. Shoots over White. With the putback. And Ayton stays with it.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Timeout call, the Celtics.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Got to feel good as a coach if you make all those adjustments, pull the right strings. That's what they love to do.
Sharks checked in for Phoenix. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Boston. And so it's Boston with it. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Tatum driving in, and the dunk by Tatum.
And how about Tatum there with the finish with some authority above the rim?
Suns trail by 16. Ayton, and he takes that one up and powers it through. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds. And here is Tatum. It's Brown on the wing. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Saric outside. Here's Ayton. Bridges outside. The dish to Saric. Booker in the post. Light covering. Basket counts. Booker's got 16 here in the second half.
He has good size for his position, and Booker mixing it up on the inside.
Paul with the steal. Lays it up and banks it in.
And he's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
Celtics leading by 10. The three from Tatum. Bangs home the trifecta. Tatum's got 31 points.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now Horford's checked in for Griffin. And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. It's a 13-point game.
Well, he has the size and can get up quickly. Ayton with the throwback.
Now here's Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Tatum. Paul's shot is off. Boston shooting well. They're at 45%. Tatum against Paul. Bridges with the steal. Down low. And a dunk by Booker.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Boston leading by 11. Up top, Tatum. Covered by Saric. Down low. He's against Bridges.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Fires for three. Rebound, Boston.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Now here's Tatum. Smart finds Horford, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Celtics.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Here's Brown. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket and a missed layup.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board. You know, there's some easy offense there. Keep finding looks in that area, and their shooting percentages tonight are going to be off the charts.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about wraps it up. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.